Okay, we tried to learn the laws of brachos, the brachos before and the brachos afterwards, from the pasuk of Hilulim. Hilulim. And Hilulim has a plural, so it would be two brachos. Hilulim, that means plural. The problem is that the Gemara told us that we actually use the word Hilulim to teach me two other things. One of them is achle, that first you redeem it, and the Gemara used the hey, it switched it to a ches, and it was chilul, which means to make it mundane through redemption. We're talking about the fruits of the fourth year. Let's write that in, fourth year. That means the fruits after Arla. It's called Neta Revai. The second thing was that it was only referring to a kerem, which is a vineyard, or it was only referring to wine, because it had to do with Hillel, which is something that we sing song with. And since in the Beis Hamikdash they sang while they were pouring the wine, so it's only associated with a vineyard and not with all other trees, which means that I had an option of either learning brachos from Hilulim, or I would learn achle and kerem from Hilulim, but I can't do both. So now the Gemara says, hanichא, it works out well, Lemān Detni, according to the one that teaches neta revai. And neta revai, let's make a different color here. Neta revai means that I don't use only kerem. I actually hold neta, so which means that I'm only using achle, I'm only using one hillel. So I have neta revai instead of kerem revai, and so therefore I'll have one bracha that I can learn from the word hillel. In other words, one hillel is going to be a sfarachle, granted, but I would have one hillel remaining for the bracha because I don't hold of kerem revai. So I'd put a line through that. I don't hold of kerem revai. Let's take that off because we're going to need kerem revai in a minute. Ella, however, or rather, Lemān Detni, according to the one that teaches kerem revai, which is this person, that's kerem, this person over here. Let's write it in. Kerem revai. Those are my two options. So according to him, Ma'ikala Meimar, what are we going to say? What is there? Ika means what is there to say, which means that I've already used both hilulims and I don't have a source for brachas. The itmar, as it's been stated, and let me write that in, is amar. Is amar means that it has been said. We'll hyphenate it and it becomes itmar. Okay. It's been stated by Amoraim, Reb Chia v'Reb Shimon b'Rebbe. Reb Chia and Reb Shimon, the son of Rebbe. Both of them had this discussion, and they each have an opinion. We don't know who says what. It just says Chad Tani. One of them taught Kerem Revai, that it's a vineyard of the fourth year. V'Chad Tani, and one of them taught Neta Revai, that it's all plantings of the fourth year. Neta is more inclusive, and it's not limiting it to only a vineyard. And if I'm including everything, then I would have an extra hillel remaining to teach me the brachas. However, if I hold Kerem Revai, then I don't have an extra hillel. How am I going to know brachas? Now the Gemara goes on and says, well, actually, there is a way. Ulaman, Detani, and according to the one that teaches Kerem Revai, the vineyard of the fourth year, which is this person here, he can either learn from hillel, or he has another way of learning. Hanichã, it is good. Yalef Gezerah Shava. That abbreviation is Gezerah Shava, which means he doesn't learn it from the Hillel. He actually learns it from the Gezerah Shava, which is another source. And then if he does that, then that would be remaining. The Hillel would be remaining to teach me brachas. Detani, as we learned in a Brisa, we're going to say the Gezerah Shava here. Rebbe Yomer, Rebbe says, Nemarkan, it says here, Lahisav lachem tevasai, to increase for you its produce, which is talking about after the fourth year, the fifth year would increase its produce. V'nemer lahalan, it says in another place, lahalan could mean further on, which actually rhymes with lahalan, or it could mean just another place. Here it's further on. Utvu asakarem, in the produce of the vineyard. So it says produce in two different places, but here it's specifically a vineyard, and over there it doesn't, it's vague, it doesn't tell me what it is, but Mala Halon Kerem, just like over there it's a vineyard. Afkan, here also Kerem, it's talking about a vineyard. So this person of Kerem Ravai, this person right here, Kerem Ravai, he knows that it's a vineyard, not from Hillel, he knows it from a Gzera Shava, that um, undoes the Hillel and leaves it open to be able to learn brachas. And the Gemara actually spells that out. Aiser le chad Hillel leaves remaining. Aiser le leaves remaining for him chad Hillel, one Hillel. That means from the word Hilulim, the bracha to teach me brachas. So I'm left with Neter Ravai is fine. Let's make a check there. Kerem Ravai is only half fine. If I learn from Gzer Shava, then let's make a check. But if I learn from Kodesh Hilulim that it's only a Kerem, then I have a problem, and I won't know brachas from there. But it is possible that he learns from, or from the one that does learn it from Gzer Shava, either Reb Chia or Reb Shimon Berebi, it would be all set.